first and foremost, thank you for the interview. This show is incredible, man. It's amazing how far we've come, because this is usually something you would see in cinemas across the land because it's so epic. But here we are at HBO Max. Now, where did the idea for Raised by Wolves come from?
It probably, I think it probably came from my experience as a parent. I have three young sons, and thinking about raising them in this world where technology just keeps encroaching on us. The distance between humans and the technology we create, it's becoming, smaller and smaller. And, just thinking about, if we were to, in terms of the future, if we were ever able to restart our civilization and we knew everything that happened on Earth, what would we decide to take with us, and what would we try and leave behind, and is that even something we can control, or are we like androids in the sense that, we have these genetic programs, we're just kind of stuck in these cycles. It was kind of the combination of those two things.
Now, can you talk to me about the collaboration process with Ridley Scott? Because he's no stranger to science fiction, obviously, with the Alien films, but this is a lot different than that. So can you talk to me about just collaborating with him?
Yeah, when we started out, I brought the script into his production company, and they were going to produce it. And but then eventually he read it and decided he wanted to direct, which was incredible news to hear. And then from then on, it's just really been an incredible collaboration. I think he's been so generous, in terms of his experience. He's put so much time and energy into this show. Beyond the directing of the first two episodes, he worked on, the post-production process for the rest of the series, and, the color grading and all of this kind of fine tuning stuff. And he's just, is just so inspiring to be around him, and to get to work with him, obviously. And he is just a big proponent of, just being, going by instinct, and trying to, break barriers and, come up with new stuff, because he kind of helped design, a lot of what we've come to know as, the science fiction look for a lot of this stuff, and, how to kind of push out beyond that. Who better to do that than him?
Now, there's something that I noticed in some of the costume design for the, I can't pronounce the Mithraic. You said that
Mithraic.
Mithraic, the Mithraic. It feels very much like the Crusades and Templar Knights. Can you talk to me about why that seemed like such an influence for some of those characters?
Yes. Well, I think part of it is, I think the beginnings of this world, I think in many ways are mirroring the beginnings of Earth. And though they are coming with all this technology, when they arrive there, they don't have much left. They're having to rely on pretty primitive means for survival. But, going along with that, the Earth was ended by this massive religious war that was started by the Mithraic religion, which is a real religion that, predates Christianity. And the idea that it came back into the fore and, began the end times, more or less. But yeah, I think I lost track of the answer there, but it's somewhere in there.
It's awesome. I can't wait for people to see this, because the scale and the epicness of this, it's exactly what I want from a sci-fi story. So thank you so much, Aaron, for your time. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.